Well, one day I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, as you do, looking for Magic lots and stumbled upon this little number right here. It looked interesting, it was only 2 hours away, so I figured, let's check it out. Necropotence, an old soul ring, a strip mine actually from Antiquities. This is a good sign. Urza Saga, you can never have too many of those. And we even have a Mana Crypt. I know it's worth less after the ban, but still, a Mana Crypt shows the value of the collection at the time they were collecting, and that was an over $200 card not that long ago. So I messaged the seller, he was interested in meeting, and I decided to hop in my car and get over there right after work to see if I can close the deal. Along the way, like anybody, I started having doubts. $2,300 for a Magic collection, Spider-Man's about to come out, I just started this channel, there's so many things I could be spending my money on besides a random collection of Magic cards, but it seemed too exciting, it seemed like there was too much possible value in there, and I knew I had to go check it out for myself, but I needed the charge along the way. So a quick stop for a charge and maybe a bite to eat, and then back on the road. During this charging break, I had time to think. What would my wife say? What would I tell her about this giant collection I was bringing into the house and the time I was about to sink into sorting cards? What is this all really about? Don't I have enough Magic cards? Well, at the end of the day, it's the hunt for the Magic cards that I enjoy. It's Magic the Gathering. I love going to try and find a deal, trying to find hidden gems inside of a random collection, and get new stuff that will add to the story and the customization of my decks, further personalizing them, making them mine, and building up that nostalgia and that feeling of creativity from these random pieces of cardboards that have been constructed into this thing that I play with my friends and that brings me so much joy. So I go there and I met, let's call him John here for anonymity's sake, and looked through the cards with him. He was very kind, offered to stick around and let me scan through everything, but I could tell just from the kind of cases that he came in and the way he was going through the decks and pointing out the specialty cards he left in there that this was an unsorted collection. So I said, let's close the deal because clearly I have a lot of work ahead of me. I got back home, unloaded the collection, which took many trips, and decided to dive right in that night after working a full days of work, getting out of the house at 5 o'clock to make it in time to my office, and still, the excitement was there, the adrenaline was pumping, and I decided to dive right in. Well, here it all is, laid out, back of the house. So much to go through. I'm not even really sure where to start. I'm hoping that the majority of these boxes are not just basic lands, but we'll see. Good signs though, we have some modern stuff with Wilds of Eldrazi. We also have the Phyrexian Complete Bundle, so that's a good sign for maybe some oil stick lands. And then of course all the Commander decks, which I have high hopes for based off of some of the pictures that I saw. So, let's dive in. Before we really get going, I wanted to talk about a giveaway for this video. I'm going to give away at least one Commander deck in this video. And yes, that's right, I said at least. We're gonna start with a big boy, wait till you see it, the Eldrazi Deck, fully sleeved in a box with every single card you see on screen. Hundreds of dollars worth of cards will be yours. And all it takes is for you to like, subscribe, and put a comment below talking about your experiences with Magic and why you want this Eldrazi deck. If we get this video to 5,000 views and we get an extra 200 subscribers, then I'm going to give away also the Urza Lord High Artificer deck. That's two amazing decks up for grabs in this video, and all it takes is a like, a subscription, and a comment. I will award these decks in the next video at the beginning, so make sure you subscribe so you can see when that video comes out and set your notifications so you do not miss it. I will give a 48-hour window for the people who have won the decks, hopefully decks if this video does well, to claim their prize. And if they don't respond within 48 hours, I'll move on to the next person. But either way, I'm excited to share this with you. These are two awesome decks. They seem very well constructed, and it could be either a great entryway into Commander and Magic the Gathering, or somebody who already plays and has just always wanted an Eldrazi deck or an Urza Lord High Artificer deck. Either way, I hope we get to where I can give away two decks. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I did put timestamps in the description below so you can find the decks I'm talking about to see if you want to enter to join. I promise you, you're going to want to enter. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, and ring the bell so you don't miss the notification when my next video gets posted and when the winners are announced. It could be you. Well, enjoy the video. It's a long one. I can't wait for you to see the stuff in this collection. It's unreal. All right, I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited to see the Commander decks. I am too, and I love the eras of boxes that we have here. We have those old school leather boxes, which I really enjoy. this was my first box. It's funny, it's the exact same one. This was my first Chatterfang box. So I don't know, this is what, circa 2021, somewhere in there, 2020. So that's cool. Then the Game Genic boxes and some random boxes here. But I think we should just dive in. Let's take a look. We'll start from this way, work our way over, and see what's inside these Commander decks and see how I did. I didn't really take a look. Let's call him John for the sake of this video, and anonymity. John and his brother showed up. They were both lovely people to talk with, and he wanted to make sure I felt like I was getting a fair deal. He said I can stay in the parking lot. He's like, look, as long as you don't take more than like 2 hours, let's scan some stuff, see if you like it. And I said, no, it's okay. I saw from the pictures. At least we know there's a Mana Crypt in there, so I'm excited about that. But really, I saw the size of the collection, and I didn't want to give him a hard time. So I was like, no, I think this is what I signed up for. I'll take a quick gander at some stuff, but otherwise, let's just get on with it. So he was really cool. Turned out to be a Brandon Sanderson fan as well. He had a bag from Dragonsteel Nexus last year from SanderCon, so we talked about that for a little bit. Interactions like this with people who play Magic honestly affirm my faith in humanity. Despite all the bullshit going on, how much they want us to be separate and not like each other, just meeting random people from the internet who play Magic or are involved in the hobby and they turn out to be lovely folks, it just makes me, I don't know, have faith that a lot of us are just trying to get by and have a good time. And that's one of the main reasons why I made this channel too, is to find more people like this who just enjoy the hobby and want to see what's going on. So luckily, the first one I just opened, Lord High Artificer Urza. I have the same deck. He did tell me about this one, said this is a CDH tooled out deck. So built for CDH, definitely more competitive. Let's see if it has the heat. Obviously a good commander. Cephalid Coliseum, very cool. Mesmeric Orb. Ooh, Sensei's Divining Top. What do you think, that's heavy play? Yeah, that's heavy play or damaged, but it's an Italian, which is kind of cool. Not terrible. I do like these sleeves too. The lavender, that looks nice. Mirrored and Besieged, I have this card in mind as well. Pact of Negation, oh, that's sweet. Urza's Saga, you can never have too many Urza Sagas. I was excited to see this in there too. Look at that. Otawara, Cyclonic Rift. Oh my god, this is a good deck. Guys, I think we might be okay with this purchase. We're gonna see. We get the Merchant Scroll, Winter Orb. I won't go through everything, we'll just flip through. And when something crazy, Spellskite, this card is busted. When something crazy pops out at me, we'll talk about it. Gilded Lotus, Defense Grid in a 9th edition white border, that's awesome. Polymorph from Tempest. Oh, we got the Mercadian Masks Island. I love that. Aetherflux Reservoir. Rapid Hybridization. This is pretty good. Pongify, Muddled Mixture, Lotus Petal. This is definitely looking CDH-y to me. Let's see, is there gonna be a Force of Will in here? That would definitely put it over the edge. Inventor's Fair. Mystic Remora, we got the fish from Ice Age? That looks like it's in really good shape. Yeah, that's not bad at all. A little damage there, but this is a really good looking card. A little off center. But we got the fish, guys. Definitely a CDH staple. Cool to see. I'm gonna try and keep the cards away from that light spot. All right, we got some more here. Gitaxian Probe. Whoa, slow your roll there, Chief. 2 Gitaxian Probes and 1 Urza Lord High Artificer deck. First you make a mean deck, then you add 2 mean cards in a singleton format. Bad man. Okay, that's it. Chain of Vapor, Mental Misstep. Yep, CDH, Tormod's Crypt. Emergent Zone, sorry, bring this a little closer, Warp Invention. I'm gonna put up some prices here as well. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. I've never done something like this before. I'm excited to have these kind of adventure videos. I like going on the hunt, trying to find things. And, ooh, Icecrown Scepter. Oh, there it is, Mana Crypt. Yeah, for the big cards, I'll throw some numbers up so you can see it. Look, this is really about the friends we made along the way and just the experience. And I'm just kidding. We're gonna see the prices and see if I did okay. 2,300 bucks is a lot of money to pay for a random collection of Commander decks. I am gonna give away some of the stuff I find here. More details at the beginning of the video, as you've already heard, once I get to see what's around and how we're gonna do it. All right, dude, Mana Crypt, let's take a look at this. The Double Masters, ooh, it's double sleeved. That's a good sign. A perfect fit sleeve. Ooh, not bad centering, really nice condition. Double Masters, beautiful. A 2020 Mana Crypt, now banned, obviously, but happy to get that. I think we'll leave, I want to leave the decks constructed, so we'll keep going through them, but for a Dramatic Reversal, I have that in mind as well. Windfall, Ponder, yeah, we'll keep the decks constructed. Hullbreaker Horror in the foil, nice, so that I can go back and look at them as a whole. The Tempest Static Orb, that's nice. That's a small hit. This is awesome. Oh, Dig Through Time, Aether Spark, Narset, Preordain, Everflowing Chalice. Well, that's cool. All right, Basalt Monolith. I've never seen the Basalt Monolith in this treatment. That's cool. I like that. Resculpt. Misdirection of Rare from Arcadia Masks. That's very cool. Trinisphere, Flusterstorm. Wow, this is a good deck. I think the only thing it's missing is Force of Will. 1 and a blue. What is this? This is a counter spell of some sort. I'll have to look it up. I'll put it up on the screen as to which this one is. I saw they had a lot of Kamigawa stuff, so, you know, John must have been collecting quite a bit during that time. Back to basics. Reshape, and Counterspell. So there was no Force of Will in this CDH deck, but I tell you what, that's a pretty stacked deck as it is. Urza, Lord High Artificer, nice job. A great way to start the video. Bangers in that deck. I'm sure, I mean, that's got to be one of the main decks that he has. So we'll see how the other ones compare. Oh, Prosper. See, he has a lot of decks that I've always wanted to build. Some of these might be kept by me as shells. Prosper Tomebound, this is definitely one of the better commanders to come out during this era. Tybalt, that's great. This is a great mythic right there. Malakir Rebirth, awesome. MDMC land, right? Reverberate, Jessica's Will. These are nice. Dalthy Voidwalker. Fire Covenant, that's cool. Pact in Flames. Doom Whisperer. We got the Swamps from Zendikar, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see fully realized decks and decide what I want to do with them. Do I tear them apart? Do I try and play them? Magda's in here. I imagine Nashi. These look like they're pretty thoughtfully constructed decks. Whoa, a Soul Ring from Play to Win? That's awesome. Whoa, this feels like it's altered. Is that a sleeve for Play to Win? That's a sleeve for Play to Win. I love Play to Win. This is awesome. Whoa, that's so cool. All right, I'm definitely gonna play with that. I love that. I wonder when they did that. That's a really cool thing. Dude, Play to Win's a big inspiration to me. I mean, I'm sure to most people. They're so relaxed, they're so good at what they do. And honestly, they got me into CDH to begin with. I would just listen to hear about new card mechanics because they would talk about them in a way I've never heard before. It was analytical, but relaxed. They wanted to win, but they weren't being crazy. It's that riding the line of what makes Magic fun without turning it into something that I don't think it's supposed to be. Atali is a good card, obviously. That's Chonky. A little shout out to Play to Win there with the Chonky reference. What good timing. Wow, I love all these foil lands. I'm going through them quick, but these are good lands. I mean, these are hits. Let's see, I'll just do a quick price for what? The swamps and the foils. Wait, 50 cents, $1, something like that? Chaos Warp, great card. That Play to Win Soul Ring is staying close to the top. Very excited about that. Out of anything, that might be the thing I'm most excited about so far. Terminate. Oh, these are cool. Rakdos Charm, classic. I think going through each card is the only way we can do this. I'll try and keep the speed up so this doesn't get boring, but I'm sure, I mean, we've already seen there's Mana Crypts in the decks. We can have big stuff. Academy Manufacturer, great card. There's gonna be great stuff in here. Look at all those beautiful lands. Nice. Oh, we got Sokenzen. Yeah, again, Kamigawa. So he probably has all of the great Kamigawa lands in here as well. Rakdos. Nice. Some more of the lands. And Zorn right there. Okay. That Prosper doesn't seem like it was too stacked with value, but I do like the nice lands. We have nice mint green sleeves here, and the Play to Win is going to go right above our Prosper, so I know which one is what. And a lovely deck box in really good condition still. All right, 2 down. Plenty more to go. All right, let's see what's next. We now have Lazav, Dimir Mastermind. All right, let's see what Lazav does. Hopefully I'm not giving away anything here, but I don't know this card very well. Is it from Ravnica? What is that? Is that Guilds of Ravnica? I forget which one that is. It's a hexproof legendary shapeshifter. Oh, is this a shapeshifter deck? That's cool. Whenever creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you may have Lazav, Dimir Mastermind become a copy of that card, except its name is still Lazav, Dimir Mastermind. That's cool. It's a legendary in addition to its other types, and it gains hexproof and this ability. That sounds really good for the mana cost. Oh, he's got a proxy of it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Consecrated Sphinx right off the bat. That's a hit. There we go. Prismatic Vista in that gorgeous retro foil. Heck yeah. Mana Drain. Oh my god. That's Counterspell. That's got to be Counterspell. Beautiful. Glacial Chasm. Demonic Tutor. Let's go. Double sleeved. In good condition. That looks legit. Very nice. Jace. Woo. Yeah, I think we might be okay, guys. And this is just the Commander decks. We have all that other stuff I showed in the beginning that can have value hidden in it. Imprisoned in the Moon. Look at this stuff. Lots of Zendikar lands. I like that. Sadistic Sacrament. Brutal. Archaeomancer. Secret Lair. Which one is this? That's really cool. That's a gorgeous Secret Lair card. I like that a lot. I love whenever there is the clear, cartoony black lines. I think it just comes through so nice on a Magic card. I'm hoping Avatar has a similar style where you can really just appreciate that crisp color blocking. Ooh, Jin-Gitaxi's. That's nice. In the Phyrexian. Very cool. Toxic Deluge. Great way to make some new friends. Introduce Paranoia. Good stuff here. Ooh, Expedition Map. Double Masters. That's really good. Borderless Foil. Good sign. Double Masters is a good time to be collecting. Underground River. Oh, in the Ice Age Underground River. Man, this is exciting. Oh man, this is awesome. What a great variety of cards. Reality Shift, Tormod's Crypt again. Memory Erosion, a great card. Codex Shredder, a classic. What else do we have here? Man, it's like Christmas morning. It's almost more fun than opening packs because I don't know what set it's going to be from. I mean, you have Secret Layers mixed in. It's just all around exciting. Magic 19 Reliquary Tower. That's a really good looking card. I like that. Clever Impersonator. Temple of Deceit. Ruin Crab in that foil. Very nice. Spellwine. Thought Vessel. Limb Duel's Vault. That's a cool card. Seagate Restoration. Ugh. Mystical Tutor. Let's go. First ever printing Mystical Tutor. Damaged, but still appreciate that. Altar of Brood. Watery Grave for an old Shockland. Ravnica Shocklands. It's a shame those have been just decimated in price. Shieldred Whispering One. Oh, the extended art foil command tower. This deck is sick. Sakashima, Conspiracy, and a foil from Time Spiraled. That's awesome. Sakashima Thousand-Faced Mythic. Let's go. Necromancy. Mesmeric Orb and the foil from Double Masters. City of Brass. Oh, guys, I think we're going to be okay here. City of Brass from 6th edition. That is tight. Sign in Blood. Just the board, the full art. That's really cool. What year is this from? 2009. Sign in Blood. That's awesome. The extended art foil Soul Ring. Come on now. Wow. Look at this. Demir Signal. Hey, that's the Secret Lair. Dan Frazier Secret Lair. Oh, the hits keep coming. Drowned Catacombs. More of the beautiful extended borderless, whatever they called them back then for the Zendikar lands. Notion Thief and the foil from Ravnica. Maddening Cacophony, Feed the Swarm. Ooh, Sire of Stagnation. Ashiok. Oh, hey, there's from our Martian Machines. Not Martian Machines. Here's from our Phyrexia All Will Be One. I'm hopeful to find some Oil Slick lands in here. Maybe an Elish Norn. Yeah, I mean, we have that one completed box there. We might even find some Oil Slick cards. Read the Bones. Swan Song. Always, you can never have too many Swan Songs. We got a Windfall in the foil. March of the Swirling Mists. Perplex. I don't recognize that one. Is that like Hedron Crab or something? I don't know what that is. Propaganda in the Tempest. Let's go. Original printing of Propaganda. Right? I think it first came out in Tempest. That's very cool. Drown in the Lock. And Mind Stone. Oh, another amazing deck. Wow. This one's really cool. I kind of want to play this. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, I'd be curious to see how this deck plays. I like copy decks. I like being able to steal people's stuff. That's pretty cool. All right, let's continue on those boxes to the left. Next, inside this beautiful island. Wow, Ultra Pro did a good job with that magnet. Really sticks. What do we have here? We have an Archelos Lagoon Mystic. I don't know this one either. He's a turtle shaman. As long as Archelos Lagoon Mystic is tapped, other permanents enter the battlefield tapped. As long as Archelos is untapped, other permanents enter the battle untapped. That's cool. He's fast or slow, depending on what you want for the turtle. Amulet of Vigor. What a way to start. This is an underrated card. Very good. So he's all about getting untapped stuff to come in tapped or untapped. That's pretty cool. Underground Stadium. Commander dual lands. Love it. Verdant Catacombs, more Shocklands, Harvest Season, Counterspell from Ice Age. Follow Sage, I don't know that one. That's like Smuggler's Copter, Sunken Hollow, Opposition, beautiful. From Urza's Legacy, I think was that one. Umbral Mantle, more Kamigawa lands. Love a Kamigawa land. Those are great. Quicksilver Amulet. Cryptolith Right. This card used to be worth a bunch. Reprinted recently in the Innistrad Remastered set, so probably drop the price there. Reality Shift, that's a good card. Woodland Cemetery, nice. Tainted Woods, pretty decent mana base here. I like that. Disciple of Deceit in the rare foil from 2014. The Omen Keel, classic. Oh, Kyora's Follower, untap another target permanent. That's really cool. This is from 2014. I love this style where you still get the old border, but a larger art. That's just perfect. Another Kamigawa land here. Another Ghostly Pilfer. That's a great card. Bluster. Phyrexian Arena from Conspiracy? Is that Conspiracy? I think so. Quest for Renewal. All right, this one doesn't seem to be as stacked as the other ones. Let's see if by me saying that we're going to summon forth some crazy cards here. Evolving Wilds from Secret Lair. That's cool. Is that Bob Ross? That's the Bob Ross one. Okay, that's nice. Pretty happy about that. More Kamigawa lands. I mean, these things are just, I think they're worth over $1 each at least. Overgrowth, Throne of the God Pharaoh, Seedborn Muse, that's a hit. Let's go. Nice, more Kamigawa lands. I'll take more of those. Oh, Painseer. What is this? This is a 2014 extended foil. I don't know what you'd even call this. Gorgeous, though. Regrowth from Revised, it looks like. Ithlit Harvester. Putrefy in a foil, that's nice to see. 2013 foil. Surge Spanner, Choked Estuary. Good stuff here. Wild Growth. Oops. March of the Swirling Mist. Lightning Greaves. You can never have too many Lightning Greaves. That's a mini hit. We got a little Midnight Hunt action. Hopefully there's not too much Midnight Hunt. That set has like almost no value in it. Another Kamigawa land and a Trinket Mage from Time Spiral Remastered. That is, I think, my favorite Trinket Mage. That's sick. The Weatherlight, another great card. Oh, we got our Urza's Saga Island. Beautiful. Deathrite Shaman. Nice. Llanowar. Ooh, I know what this is. This is Paradise Mantle. Paradise Mantle in Japanese. Very cool. I like that card a lot. Foil Kamigawa. Gorgeous. Beast Within. Swiftfoot Boots. And a Vinglime, what is that? Vine Glimmer Snarl and a Terramorphic Expanse. So this one had a few nice cards in it. The Bob Ross land, which we'll have to remember. Seems like a deck he played a lot. Now we're on to the green. Let's see what we got here. Commander's not on top. Propaganda again. Another good card. Mystical Tutor again. Whoa, okay, Propaganda, Eternal Witness, Mystical Tutor, Assassin's Trophy, and the Double Masters. Love to see that. Llanowar Wastes. Arcane Signet, Evolving Wilds, Grave Titan. Man, at the right time, these decks are probably worth a ton. I'm sure John must have been thinking he's just watching the prices go down on these. Classic printing's getting supplanted by all the new crazy arts, Universes Beyond, reprints, things like that. Sign in Blood. Swiftfoot, Rampant Growth. Wow. I love, these are gorgeous. When is this from? 2009. This used to be an insane looking Magic card. And now it looks pretty basic. Azusa, Lost But Seeking, great card. This is from Magic 25. Nice to see that. Delay. Farseek, Secret Lair. That's really nice. I don't know which one this is. We'll have to look and see which one that's from. Blooming Marshes, Counterspell. Lightning Greaves again. Narset's Reversal again. There are some staples here. Hey, Nixplumation, great card. This card is sick. It plays incredibly well. I know it's expensive, but once you get out there, you are just on a different level than anywhere else. Force of Vigor, great card. Modern Horizons card. Nature's Lore, Wayward Swordtooth, Llanowar, Kodama. All the essential ramp cards that you could ever want. Ooh, this is a foil. Simic, what is this? Oh, I don't know what this is. I wonder if it's that tap or untap target permanent. Maybe it's that one. I don't know. We'll have to look it up and see if I was close. Opulent Palace, Soul Ring, more of those great lands. Command Tower, Torment of Hailfire, classic card. Demia, Sage of Stone, Read the Bones, Oracle of Muldrya, that's a great card. Overgrown Tomb, get another shock land. Heck yeah, let's go. Lots of shocks in here. I definitely appreciate that. Exsanguinate, cool art. Seaboard Muse, another one. Let's go. He definitely had some favorites. Cyclonic Rift again. Wow. I can't believe we're 2 Cyclonic Rifts in. That's insane. In great condition, too. Really nice condition. Beautiful. Love to see it. So yeah, there's some hidden good stuff within these decks. I mean, there kind of needs to be, honestly. At $2,300 in, there needs to be some hits like that to help balance it out. Rite of Replication, great card. Capsize. Dryad of the Elysian Grove in the extended art foil. Heck yeah. Look at those Theros coming in. A little bit of action here. Beacon of Tomorrow's Time Stretch. Oh, what is that? Odyssey? I forget what that set symbol is. But gorgeous old school art. Nexus of Fate. Buy a box promo there. Temporal Mastery. Let's go. Omniscience. Ooh, that's a date stamp. That's July 8th, 7th, 2018. Omniscience promo. Heck yeah, that's really good. Exploration. Wow. Woodland Elves. Sultan Charm. Ooh, what is this? Rampant Growth? What is 3 visits? I'm not sure what that is. We'll look it up. Nature's Claim. Black Market Connections. Great card. Hour of Promise. Temple of Deceit. That is a nice deck. Not sure who the commander was supposed to be. We might have went by one that could have been the commander. Don't know who it was. Interesting. Take a guess in the comments below. Who do you think the commander is supposed to be for that deck based off of what we just looked at? I have no clue. Now on to the last of this kind of box. Ooh, we have an Eldrazi deck. Kozilek, the Great Distortion. All right, let's see what we got here. Nice old mirror tokens, clues, pretty cool. All right, let's see. Roaming Throne. That's a hit right there. What is he, 30 bucks right now? We were just talking about Roaming Throne. That's a great card. Thorn of the Amethyst, Mishra's Bauble. Tower of the Magistrate. That's pretty cool. Oh, Vesuva. Mythic from Time's Power Remastered. You can never have too many Vesuvas. I love that. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Come on now. This is a deck and a half. Scroll Rack for the Mythic. Helm of the Host. The hits keep coming. Cloud Key. This is a good deck. I like this. Ugin's Nexus. Beautiful revised Soul Ring. Let's go. That's stunning. That looks like it's in excellent shape. It is in excellent shape. Look at that. Beautiful. Grinding Station. Cart Clan Ironworks. That's a hit right there. Ooh, Strip Mine, but in Italian. Minare, acciaio, aperto. That's not bad. I like that. I should know what that is. I should, and I don't know what that is. Deserted Temple? I'm not sure what that one is. I'll put it up on screen. Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, the Double Masters in the borderless foil. Ooh, he was collecting Modern Horizons 3? Oh no, this is Modern Horizons, yeah, 3. That's Ulamog the Defiler. In the textured foil. That's a hit. I should have known the Eldrazi deck was going to come with a little bit of heat. Beautiful. Into the Blightsteel Colossus and a retro foil Quicksilver Amulet. Urza's Incubator. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay, guys. Dreamstone Hedron. Blinkmoth Urn. What does that even do? At the beginning of each player's pre-combat main phase, if Blinkmoth Urn is untapped, that player adds colorless to his mana pool for each artifact he or she controls? How have I not heard about this? That's a crazy card. Wow, that'd go in my Urza deck for sure. Tamio's Journal, Sisei's Ring, Prismatic Lens, Treasure Vault. I have like a million of these. I love this treatment. I think the D&D modules are just super underrated lands. They look awesome. Planar Bridge, excellent card. Geode Golem. Oh, the Urza's Power Plant. Gorgeous. Love that art. Mindstone. Blasted Landscape. Add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool and it has cycling, and it's a beautiful Urza's Saga land. You gotta love it. Mystic Forge. This is a heck of a deck. Worn Power Stone from Urza's Saga. Man, oh man. And look at that. We got a revised Basalt model that's just hanging out there. Beautiful. Haunted Cloak, Hedron Archive, Eldrazi Conscription, that's a great card. Skyclave Apparition, Lightning Greaves, Forsaken Monument, and the Mythic Foil. That's great. Eldrazi Temple, there we go. Ugin the Ineffable. Thespian Stage, I love this card. I think it's super cheap compared to what it can do. This is such a great card. Darksteel Plates, Wastes in Time Spiral Remastered, that's really cool. Inventor's Fair, Rogue's Passage. This is a guy, John knew what's up. He understands Rogue Passage is an undervalued, useful card that anytime you want to turn cards sideways, this should be in your deck. The end. That simple. Manifold Key, Urza's Mine. Nice. From Chronicles, I believe. Gaia Reach Sanctum, another Wastes. Hall of the Bandit Lord. Let's go. Yes. All is Dust. Expedition, Shrine, War Room in the rare, Command Beacon, Temple of the False Gods, Urza's Tower. So he has an Urza set. Crystal Vein, that's a great card. Really like that card. Mirror Battlesphere, classic. Ooh, what is this? The DCI promo for Pathraiser of Ulamog. Annihilator 3, Pathraiser of Ulamog. Can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. That's vicious. I love that in a DCI promo. Very, very cool card there. Maskwood Nexus, Pithing Needle. That looks damaged. That is damaged. Thought Vessel, Everflowing Chalice, Wastes again. Mirror Pool, Darksteel Citadel. Thran Dynamo from Urza's Legacy, I think. Void Winnower, Oblivion Stone, Staff of Nin. This is just crazy. Mirror Mage, Liquid Metal Torque. Wow. Oh, look at that one. That's gorgeous too. Labyrinth, Sanctum of Ugin. Look, it just keeps going. Grafted Exoskeleton, a really good card. We got the Perilous Vault there. Platinum Empyrean. Gilded Lotus. I still love a Gilded Lotus. I think it plays super well. It That Betrays. Voltaic Key. Silent Gravestone. What a deck. Man, this one had the heat. Wow, wow, wow. I think this is probably, what, top 2 deck? I think Urza, Lord High Artificer, is the most expensive, probably. This is the second, I guess, probably. We'll have to see once the dust settles. Really cool Eldrazi colorless deck. Lots of great stuff in there. Very well constructed. Hey, let me know below. Are you enjoying the video? I know it's going long. I hope you're relaxing with a snack or drink, having a good time, because we have 6 more decks to go through before we even start scratching the surface of the rest of the collection. I'm a little nervous about the length of this video, but I mean, I'm discovering this as you are. This is super interesting to me to see what we have coming out next. Toshiro Umezawa, that's a cool card. We have Lake of the Dead, that's a really great card. Beseech the Mirror, another hit. It seems like each deck has a couple $20, $30 cards. Snuff Out, Necropotence, all very good cards. Malakir Rebirth, you clearly like the MDMC lands. I agree with that. Jet Medallion, Praetor's Grasp, Fatal Push, Starscream, let's go. Little Brothers War action for us here. Force of Despair. Oh yeah, this is a mono. Ooh, there we go. I think that's like $4. Maybe even more. Beautiful foil Kamigawa lands. Swamps, more Kamigawas, and Urza Saga. Excellent taste of the Urza Saga lands. Beautiful. Even more of those. Ooh, that's rough. I've never seen that art before. Mutilate. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn for each swamp you control. Ouchie mama, that's gross. Ah. Swamp. Scavenger Grounds. He really likes Scavenger Grounds. Promise of Power. Caged Sun. Bubbling Muck. Ooh. Neuralgia, an Exodus card. That's cool. Oh yes, more of those beautiful swamps. Love to see that. Everflowing Chalice. Cremate. Malicious Affliction. More of those beautiful foil swamps. Let's go. Sudden Spoiling. Defile, Infernal Grass. More of the swamps. I'm still hoping to see 1 or 2 oil slicks in here. That's a big chase for me. I love oil slick lands. Ooh, Professor Onyx, Wayfarer's Bauble, Cabal Ritual, beautiful. More of those gorgeous lands. Liliana's Triumph. Man, that art just pops off the card. Lovely. More Swamps, Blood Pact, Cryptgeist, great card. Polluted Mire, more Urza Saga. I like the Urza Saga stuff. Sign in Blood. Beautiful in that borderless. Grim Return. Soul Ring coming in here. Exsanguinate, Dark Bargain. Night's Whisper. Deadly Rollick, let's go. That's a hit. The first Commander land, Deadly Rollick, and the first treatment, I believe, as well. Baron Meyer, Soul Shatter. More of those great lands. Tragic Slip, that's a good card too. Aetherflux Reservoir, Beseech the Queen, Swamp. Nearcan Revenant, that's cool. Gravebreaker. Dark Ritual from Ice Age, very cool. Feed the Swarm. And that is the end of it. Burnished Heart as well. So that's a pretty cool mono black deck. The Necropotence, Beseech the Mirror, some of the best cards in there for sure. And then that horrifying card, probably some of the most disturbing Magic art I've ever seen, in Mutilate. We're going to cover that right up. And the Game Genic box feels nice, by the way. I like the texture. It's got an unusual texture on the exterior of it. All right, on to the next. Let's do this orange one. Ooh, Korvold, Fey Cursed King. Korvold is a really good deck. I think he can be played in CDH as well, so we'll see how we do in here. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. Right off the bat, never have too many Yavimayas. Great card. Old Gnawbone. Oh my god, in the foil. I think this is a hit, especially after they banned Dockside Extortionist. I think Old Gnawbone's seeing a lot of play in CDH and the like. Undergrowth Stadium, beautiful in the foil. Ancient Copper Dragon, holy crap. That is, I mean, yes, we need hits like this. That's insane. Whoa, this deck is stacked. What else is here? Bootlegger Stash. Should have been a very expensive card, but it kind of fell off. Shadowkill Smashing, really good. Goldspan Dragon. What is this deck? Impulsive Pilferer. Now, all we need is a Dockside in here, and this is complete. The crazy broken mana, Tireless Tracker. The crazy broken mana producers. I'd love to see more of them. Treasure Map. Chatterfang, baby. What are you doing in here? That sounds nothing like a squirrel. I'm sorry about that. More foil Kamigawa lands. I think these lands, again, are in pretty high demand still. They're gorgeous. Mayhem Devil. Veil of Summer. Beast Within. This might be more of a CDH style deck with the Veil of Summer in there as well. Neverwinter Dryad. Ooh, nice swap there. Zulapur Cutthroat, Skull Clamp, Blasphemous Act, Culling Ritual, and the Extended Art Foil. This is the same one I have in my Chatterfang deck, actually. Great card. Cultivate. Oh, those lands. Lands are always a welcome sight from Kamigawa. Reclamation Sage, Zorn, Tireless Provisioner, Rampant Growth, and another Treasure Vault. Clearly, he had favorite treatments of cards, which I appreciate. Cragcorn Pathway. The Pathway cards are awesome, especially in foil, and it's not the list, it's the original printing. Or they're called Battle Bomb lands, I think. Scoot Swarm in that awesome treatment there, too. Love it. Red Elemental Blast. That looks like 4th edition. I'm not sure what that is. It would say 4th. It's not revised. It's the one after that, but it's not unlimited either. I'm not sure. Soul Ring. Academy Manufacturer, again. Nice. Goblin Bombardment. Classic. Llanowar Waste. Colony Heart Expedition. Plague Crafter. Evolving Wilds, Ash Barons, Marionette Master, Ruthless, Technomancer, Sengir Autocrat, Ignoble Hierarch in the crayon, what are these called? They're the showcases from Modern Horizons 2. I don't get the sort of scribbled crayon look, but whatever. It looks good when it's a rare or a mythic. It pops kind of nice. Swamp, more of those great lands, Prismatic Vista, Harrow, and the really cool old school borderless. Lotus Cobra, that's a good card. Zaitora, Ashnod's Altar. I think that's like $3 or $4. That's something. Putrefy. Ooh. That's sick. That might go in Chatterfang too. I like that. Kamigawa lands. Hey, Steve. Heroic Intervention. Beautiful. We have more of the Battlebound lands. Another Seedborn Muse. Yeah, definitely had cards that he liked to use. Mutavault. Crux of Fate. Tybalt's Trickery. That's a good card. Kodama's Reach. Bitter Blossom from Double Masters. Let's go. That's a hit right there. So definitely more of a token strategy here. And then we got the Reaver Raid and Pitiless Plunderer. Hey, Chatterfang. There's the infinite loop right there. I was talking, well, not infinite. There's the big loop in Chatterfang. Chatterfang, Pitiless Plunderer. A really, really great combination. All you need is 1 squirrel and 1 black mana, and you can do enough damage to wipe out everyone on the board, which is great, and end up with a bunch of treasures. If you have 2 squirrels, you'll end up with as many treasures as you sacrifice squirrels by the end. It can be a busted amount of mana. But wow, look at this deck. Where did that Ancient Copper Dragon go? Old Gnawbone, Goldspan Dragon. The gang's all here. You get out of there. You too. Yeah, what a deck. What a way to start. That's amazing. So I gotta say, between Old Gnawbone, Ancient Copper Dragon, and Goldspan, this one might be the best. I don't know. It all depends. It all depends on what some of those other random cards are, but wow, wow, wow. Korvold, you did not disappoint. What a deck. Let's do this one. Ooh, is this Emiel? This is Emiel the Blessed. We have a mono white deck here. Double Masters, borderless treatment. Sorry, not mono white. It's Celestia. I forgot it has that in the casting cost down there. Let's see what we got. Whoa! Razorverge Thicket. This is awesome. The Zendikar Expeditions foil. That's a beautiful land right there. Suture Priest, great card. What a way to start and then to go to nothing. Hey, the Uvenwald Hydra is good. More of those great lands. Not sure what that is. Common, white, 1/1. I don't know. Lots of text on it though. Must be flavor text. Bountiful Promenade. Oh, this is great. More of these gorgeous Zendikar borderless foil lands and the special treatment. That is really nice. Expedition lands. Prosperous Innkeeper. The Ozlith. That's a hit. Really nice hit there. Mirari's Wake used to be more of a hit. More of those great Kamigawa lands. Austere Command, good card, very playable. More great lands. Eldamri's Call, Kodama's Reach. More great lands. Flicker Wisp! I was just talking about how this card is probably going to spike as a result of Avatar and what wind bending can do, what air bending can do. I can't believe it just said wind bending. Ugh, I hate that. Air bending. This is really cool. I like this. I'm going to keep this one in mind. I bet you it's going to boost up in price. I could be wrong, but I think that's going to be really cool. Kind of flicker mechanic. Guardian Project. This has been going up in price as well. Very nice. Pact Negation. Venture of Zendikar. Reclamation Sage. More of these great lands. Sun Titan. Strixhaven. Eternal Witness. Ooh, what is that? Swords to Plowshares? I'm guessing Swords to Plowshares. He's got a plow there. It's 1 white. Swords to Plowshares. That's my guess. We'll see if I'm right. More Kamigawa lands. Lathiel. That's nice in the foil. Ooh. I think we got this before, and I guess 3 visits. I think I'm still okay with that. I think 3 visits costs 3. So we're going to guess that. Oh, nice. Cathar's Crusade. Oh, that Enlightened Tutor from 5th edition. That's gorgeous. Worldly Tutor from 5th edition. Sword of Hearth and Home. Heroic Intervention. Windswept Heath. Holy crap. Panharmonicon. Craterhoof Behemoth. Achroma's Will. Whoa! That was just hit. Here, we'll do the prices. Prices. Unless I already did. Wow. Hit after hit after hit. That's really, really nice. These two look like they're in mint condition. I mean, look at that. That's perfect. No surface issues. Wow. John did say that his dad started playing as soon as it came out. I bet you a lot of these are from his dad's collection. Yeah. Wow, that's stunning. And a Sword of Hearth and Home. What hit after hit. This is from the Jumpstart decks. That's cool. Wow, wow, wow. That was a crazy set of cards right there. Jeez, I did not expect that. Wood Elves from Exodus, nice. Blade Splicer. Those Kamigawa lands, I mean, I'm telling you, the price is going to add up on that. He's got so many in here, it's insane. Wall of Blossoms. What is Magic 20? This is like the double foil. 2019. I have not seen this treatment before. I wonder what kind of promo that is. That's really cool. That looks great. Soul Warden, heck yeah. Love to see a Soul Warden in Exodus. Very cool. Lapse of Certainty and more Kamigawa lands. Wow, Emiel, you came stacked. That is an awesome collection of cards there. Really great. Love the tutors in there too. Nice job, Emiel. You delivered. Only got 3 decks left before it's just me sifting through a bunch of cards. I'm not going to lie. I might have wanted to buy this collection exclusively because of the Purple Hippo. I've always wanted to build this deck, and now there's one right here. I mean, I'm probably just going to keep this one and play it with a Strip Mine right off the bat. What a way to start. I'm pretty happy about this already. Mana Confluence, come on now. That's a nice way to start with the Mana Confluence. Meddling Mage, Tamio, or Tamio. We got 2 Tamios. Hey, Coma, Cosmos Serpent, Brago, Thrasios. Oh man, I sold this a while back and I've wanted it back. Thrasios in that great textured foil. Privileged Position, Plains from Zendikar, Beast Within, Doomscar. We got the Shoving Match, Saw It Coming, Mission Briefing. Let's see what else we got here. Temple Discovery. Is that Kodama's Reach? I don't know what that is. That's cool. Windfall, Reality Shift, Noble Hierarch. Hey, we love the pathways. More of the pathways in the foil borderless is very cool. Happy to see that for sure. More Tamios. So all the Tamios are inside this, which is great. Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, which means that other one was not Kodama's Reach. Oh, look at this. Windborn Muse in a 2003 foil? I feel like that's a big deal. I think that's a big deal. I don't know for sure. I think that's a big deal. That's cool. A foil from 2003 is super old, and it's a card that we still play. More of these great lands. Love it. Another great old foil from, when is this? 2003. Another 2003 foil. Mirari's Wake in the foil as well. That's very cool. Rampant Growth. Oh, nice promo here from 2018. Command Tower. Oops. Monologue Tax. Mana Reflection. That's a cool card. We got Crewfix. Canvas Transformation. Also a great card. Counterspell from 7th edition. You don't see these every day. That's cool. We got the Prosperity from Visions. Ghostly Prison. Heck yeah. Jadzi Oracle of Archelos. I like that. Phyrexian Crawler. Or sorry, Psychosis Crawler. It's a fairy. Eldamri's Vineyard. That's nice. Port Town. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares. Beautiful. In the Strixhaven, what are those called? Strixhaven Archive cards, I think? Arcane Denial. That's a great card. Twincast. That's awesome. I need to play this more. Twincast is a great card. Mind's Glow, Bant, and Farseek. Ooh, that's a cool one. This deck I like quite a bit. I think I might leave this as it is and play it. These old foils are really exciting to me too. I like that a lot. And again, like I said, I've always wanted the Hippo deck. Let's group hug everyone to death. Kind of fun to me. Mana Confluence and Strip Mine at the beginning. Very cool. I'm excited about this deck. That was cool. The surprises keep on coming. I think I probably will put a total value up on the video to see where we're at right now. Again, $2,300 is a lot to make up, and we really don't want to count just like random bulk. It's got to be, you know, cards actually worth our while to be tallying. What do we have here? We have Go-Shinti, Life's Origin. This card is a really cool card. Command Tower. It's a fun deck too. I had a Go-Shinti for a little bit. Underground Stadium. Undergrowth River, Yavimaya, Breeding Pool, heck yeah, Shocklands, let's go. Oh, yeah, another Shockland, Temple Garden. Yes, the Triomes. I don't have this one. Love the Triomes. That's exciting to see. Another, wow, all the Shockies are in here. Another Shockland? That's awesome. What a great way to start. More Shocklands. Holy crap, wait, let's go through all of those. So we have the Shocklands, Shockland, Yavimaya is great, Underground is great. This is Commander, Dual Land, Shockland, Shockland, Fabled Passage, Shockland, and then Overgrown Tomb, Shockland, Stomping Ground, Shockland. All of them are in here. That's sick. And a Triome. This is awesome. We got the cool Swamp from Midnight Hunt. Those are nice. More Kamigawa lands. Oh, yeah. I definitely prefer. And the foil Swamp. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, all those great ones. I don't know what this one would be. Cool, though. This is clearly the land deck. Man, Zendikar Expedition lands are just so gorgeous. Hit after hit. Razorverge Thicket. Is this almost an all lands deck? I mean, it should be. It's Go-Shinti. It makes sense, but still. Spire Garden, Tainted Wood. Look at this. Battleforge, Bountiful Promenade, Canopy Vista, that nice Timber Crown Pathway. Love the Pathway lands. Wild Growth, Arashtra, the Endless Web, Dryad Elysian Grove. We got another sexy Dryad. Dockside Extortionist, let's go! It's a shame it got banned, but come on. The hits keep coming. This is a blast to go through. Cultivate, Argonthian Enchantress, Farseek. That looks very saturated. That was cool. Swords to Plowshares. I mean, look, there are some staples. Heroic Intervention, clearly. Counterspell. Sphinx of the Second Sun. Mesa Enchantress. That's really cool. In the dual decks, I think that was. Paradox Haze. Nature's Lure. What year is that? That's Time Spiral. Sweet. This is another great deck. Good value in this deck for sure. Not disappointing here, Go-Shinti. I like to see it. Sanctum of the Shattered Heights. Hallowed Haunting. Sithis. Sigil. Idyllic Tutor. Nice. Sanctum. Ooh, what year is that from? Another 2000, that's 2008 now, 2008 foil in the Helix Pinnacle. Old school foils had a look. Luminous Broodmoth, a great card. Jokai Naturalist, that's pretty cool, or Jukai Naturalist. Birds of Paradise, love that. Weaver of Harmony. Darksteel Mutation. Another Propaganda from Tempest. Love to see that. Nature's Claim. Sanctum Weaver in the Modern Horizons 1? Extended Art Foil. Deathrite Shaman. And Sterling Grove. Wow. Okay, so this was definitely a showcase for lands. Oh, there's still more here. Sorry, I still set these down. Did I do this? Oh, no, I did all of these. I didn't realize that this was a promo card. That's what took me back. Nice promo card there. Really good lands, and a Dockside Extortionist, and a lot of foil Kamigawa lands. Yeah, this one, I think, also is stacking up there with one of the best decks value-wise in this collection. Very cool. And it's got like a felt kind of velvety box. It feels quality. That's nice. All right, the last of the decks. Ooh, a Velcro. That's new. Unsleeved. An unsleeved zombie deck. Gissa and Garaf. I know this one. The Human Wizards. This is the Great Zombie Commander. Yep, this is a great zombie deck. Black Sun Zenith. Without any sleeves on it. I love it. Unslaved, you monster. John, what were you thinking? Grave Titan. Used to be worth something. Dictate of Erebos. That's a good card. Definitely good to see. Temple of Deceits. Overcharged Amalgam, that's a good card. And foil. Haunting Voyage. Altar of Dementia. This could be sleeved. It's not like they're all cheap cards. Relentless Dead. Midnight Hunt for the flavor. Cemetery Reaper. That always reminds me of like Warcraft 3 style zombies. I don't know what about it, but it really does for me. Scarab God, great card. Liliana's Death Magistry, great card. Gravecrawler, great card. Zombie Master. Ooh, we got the Undead War Chief. That looks great. In the foil, the list from Time Spiral. That's a really rare hit. That's cool. Wonder in the foil. This could totally use some sleeves. I wonder if this was in sleeves, but the sleeves that John didn't want to let go. Liliana the Last Hope, so he took them. I can see that for a very, sentimental sleeve. I can understand that. Rooftop Storm. This is a good zombie deck. I mean, this is similar to the kind of zombie deck I built. I mean, there are certain... It does kind of build itself, I guess. But Kindred Dominance, there you go. Bone Shards, Modern Horizons, Retro Border Foil, Carrion Feeder, Memory Lapse. That looks really good. Strixhaven. Buried Alive. Look at this is where it's at right here. Beautiful. This is how you proxy cards. You got the Unhollow here, Milikis. Another great. Look at this, got Flying Trample. Watch out. It's going to get you. Ashnod's Altar. That's sweet. Blade of Selves. Death Baron. Grave Pact. Oh, I love that card. Art is so terrifying, but Grave Pact is great. Army of the Damned. And Gary, Grey Merchant of Asphodel. It's a shame. I would love to have seen a Field of the Dead in there. That would have been great. Well, that ends the Commander portion of this video. A quick 50 minutes to go through 12 Commander decks. What'd you think? Let's see what the collection has to offer besides this. Otherwise, off to a great start. A lot of really great cards. I'm hoping that all the best hits weren't already hidden within these decks here, but I guess we're going to have to find out. Which was your favorite? Let me know below. All right, on to the next phase. So good news and bad news. I made it through the first box, and there are rares and mythics throughout, which is exciting to see. And even beyond that, some really cool promos I've never seen before. These are from Game Day. I mean, look at that. Languish Game Day. Awesome promo. Another promo, Walk the Plank. So there's some cool stuff hidden in here, which means it's going to be a lot of searching to find out what's in here and what's worthwhile. These were organized. He started trying to organize them, he said, and then stopped. I don't know if they're all just mythic, if they're all just commons and uncommons, but looks like I have my work cut out for me. Here we go. Well, box 2 brings us to Mirrodin, where I can finally build my mirror deck. All sorts of mirror cards have been now pulled, which is very exciting. We have a signature from someone named Alex. I'm not sure who that is. A few mythics were in there as well, and some rares too. So lots of cool stuff in this box. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out all the good stuff I can and reveal them at the desk for a little bit more structure and to save you guys time, but I am going through all of these boxes. So let me know what you think about the pulls in the comments below. Well, out of this box right here, I just pulled a Priest of Yawgmoth Antiquities, only one on TCG at $55, a super rare old card, and it shows there are old cards in this collection. It's crazy. I'm sifting through and I go through commons, uncommons, lands, and then there's all these rares. Some may be bulk rares. I'm not quite sure. We also have revised Jade Statue here, or is this unlimited? I don't know. I think it's revised. Either way, mythics, the mini magic cards. I mean, this is just, there's so many cool things in this collection that I'm gonna look a little bit more, and then honestly, I gotta go to bed. I'm exhausted, it's late, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'll pick up again tomorrow to see what else I can find. I haven't even touched all the way over there. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see how we do. This is just insane. I can't believe it's in this collection. I just, who knows what's gonna come next. All right, see you later. Just when I thought I was gonna give up for the night, guess who shows up? It's Vegeta! You think I'm cocky? Damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. I need to go to bed. My goodness. Happy to see Vegeta, though. I think this is actually maybe something. It looks good. Those are all rares. More great stuff to come. I'll sort it out tomorrow. I think I'm actually going to bed. Day 2 of the hunt continues, and disaster strikes as I wake up, excited to start the day, to keep digging through all these cards. And I realized last night I put the wrong Priest of Yawgmoth in. Turns out I put in a Priest of Yawgmoth test card that is allegedly worth $55, but it's almost certainly not. It's just no one listed it. And this is worth 50 cents. Doesn't mean it's not cool. Doesn't mean there's not a chance we have some really old cards hiding away in this collection. And it was just stuck between some basic lands and random stuff, which is both exciting and nauseating, because that means I have to look through every pile, even if it looks like it's basic lands. So let's get back to it. It seems we may have a breakthrough. I just pulled out a box like this that had these 2 stacks of cards just shoved in there. It seemed pretty deliberate. So let's see what we have here. And I saw we have found the Lord of the Rings cards, just like I hoped. Elven Chorus, what a great way to start. Look at this. Aragorn, and I see a mythic back there. Oh yeah. Hugh the Entwoods, great card. The Shire and the Borderless Foil. Yes. This is a good section of cards right here. It's nice. I mean, it's incredible going from one box to the next, not knowing what's going to be in there. And when you see them kind of deliberately shoved together in one of the tiny boxes we used to get in our Commander bundles or our bundle boxes,
it's a great sign. That might have been the best ones pushed to the front there, but still, we have found the Lord of the Rings cards just as I suspected there would be in this set. And look, see, more continues to come. Ooh, Scrap Trawler. That's really nice. And then back to the regular kind of mix of cards. This is what I'm talking about. You have to look at everything in this set because you go from one thing like this to the next. Let's see if something else proves my point here. Yeah, look, we got some more rares hiding. We got an awesome foil again. I don't know if this is what Rampant Growth or Farseek. We still don't know. Look, see, there's just good stuff hidden everywhere. You can't take a moment off because you don't know what's coming next down the pike. This has been so exciting. I can't wait to go through all the hits with you. So we're gonna keep on going here and see, oh, a mythic foil double masters. Let's see what we find.
So I left this part in so you can get a feel for the way the cards are kind of spread out and the random stuff that's just packed into these boxes. I mean, there's plenty of rares, plenty of mythics, plenty of reasons to keep on digging, to be honest. And every time I find something new and interesting, it just keeps me wanting to go further. I mean, look, all the upside down tokens, weird stuff comes through this way. But as you do it, even when there's a lot, things like this happen.
This one seems off. I don't know that set symbol, and the coloring doesn't quite seem right for the back. It seems too yellow. I don't know, that matches okay. Interesting, Ristic Study, we'll have to see what this one is. Maybe it's from a different set? I don't know, do you know this set symbol? Interesting, we'll have to take a look. We're gonna set that to the side. Very curious to see what the deal is with that one there. We'll keep digging.
It just goes to show how many of these cards that I handled where I was able to tell immediately that that card was not right. The card stock was off. The feeling of the gloss was off. I mean, you can even tell between the Japanese and American printings based off of that sort of powder-coated texture you get in the Japanese cards that's just not there for the American printers. But either way, the reason why I'm going through all of this and showing you the rares and the mythics and how I'm sorting through it is to show you the work that goes into making these numbers on the left rise. I'm doing this for many reasons. One, I enjoy it. Two, there's a few random things that I'm going to want to keep for myself and that are going to enhance my decks like I talked about, but also this is an expensive channel and getting a collection like this that I can turn around and flip for a profit is going to go right back into the channel. So I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you'll enjoy what this collection affords me in the future. All right, this is now day 3. I've stacked up everything. I've been able to go through all of the individual boxes and collections here, and I've pulled out all the rares and mythics here. And so far, the only ones that I've been able to scan are right here. The rest, these are all mythics, and then this is all rares. These are cards of interest that I know to be commons or uncommons that are worth something, and these are all unique lands. So this is going to be quite a process to go through and itemize, but man, there's some incredible stuff already. I'm only about halfway through the Commander decks, and already TCG scanned up over 4,000, so I'm sure you would have seen those numbers rack up during the portion where I went through the decks on the first day, but I've been doing it in real time, so it's a little bit different from my experience than what you guys get to see. Also, these 2 playmats. What a find. How nice, huh? I really enjoy these. I think they look great. Obviously, famous art here with the Boros charm. So really good stuff here. I still have to go through these boxes. I went through this first one, and there were surprise mythics and hits. I found an anime borderless Grave Pact from Wilds of Eldrazi in there, which is $30. So there's good stuff floating around in here as well. And lots of great cards that are from, 10, 15 years ago that no one's really looking for, but they're in foils that are unique, $30, $40 foils I found. So we're gonna do a summary at the end of everything. But this is the update. I have to move all of this because I have family coming and I need to sleep in my office. So we're gonna put this away and continue very soon. Thanks for hanging in there, and we'll see what happens later. Speaking of play to win, something nice to watch while organizing cards. There's a chunky. All right, so end of day 3, all of these cards have been sorted through and determined what's good and what's worth scanning. And I'm pretty optimistic about the things I've found. I have many sleeves. These have been searched. I have to double check those. But all those have been gone through, including the big boxes. The binders have been explored. Everything has been looked at this point. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic about the stuff that I found. The big question is going to be whether or not it's bulk rares and bulk mythics. All the good stuff that I recognized immediately has been pulled, but not necessarily scanned yet. So updates to follow, but day 3 is over. We will see you in day 4. Peace. Well, this is where we are at this point. I've gone through that stack of mythics and rares that I thought would have decent things in it.
and we did really, really well. Some really good hits going through here. This is a $50 card, Shrine the Nyx in the foil initial printing. We got Kodama of the West Tree here, Awaken the Woods, one of the Osiers from Ixalan. We got a Mox Jasper in the showcase from the very recent Tarkir Dragonstorm. I mean, just amazing cards here. These are all the rares that are $1 or less. These are between 1 to 5, and these are the rares or mythics that were between 5 and more. So it's a collection that just keeps on giving. Really great stuff, very happy with it, and I still have a full box of rares to go through and lots of commons and uncommons that I know are worth something. So it's gonna be some more scanning, a lot of time to go, but I'm very excited with what I found so far. And I mean, my total for the set is over 6,000 already. So very happy with the decision. I think it's great. There's more to come, but certainly a lot of work left to do. I still have all of this to go through. These are all rares as well, with some mythics sprinkled in. So more to do, updates to follow, but happy to share the progress with you at this point as I close out what is, I believe, day 4. See you later.
So to recap and summarize what happened with all of that investigation and going through all of those cards, individually, one by one, to find cards worth more than $1 and cards worth more than $5. I was able to scan up around $2,600 from that whole search. I took that to my LGS and we negotiated the price of $1,850 for everything. Now, that's because the cards that were listed for $1 or more had a lot of cards that were really worth 50 to 70 cents when you dove into it, and maybe even sometimes less. So for the purpose of this video, I've had everything be $2 or more to adjust for that, because if it's 2 or more, very likely each card's over $1 at minimum. And a lot of them I've actually clicked through and looked at the listings to get a more accurate read and come up with a more realistic price for each card. For example, Lake of the Dead actually scans for almost 100, but realistically in that condition, it's probably around 80. So I put some thought in each of the valuations here in order to make sure I have a more realistic number at the end of the video. So for the purpose of this, we're going to put 1850 as the number for everything that we've found so far in the collection before diving into the 2 binders. Additionally, and something that I'll add at the end of the video, I have another box ready to go of about $1,500 of scanned cards, but it still does have that issue of some cards being at that $1 mark or above, which might actually result in them being lower, which my LGS doesn't like to buy. So I'm going to say that 1,500 probably equals around 1,100. We're going to throw that on the total here as well before moving into the binders, the final step of the video. If you stuck around this long, congratulations. You have great endurance. I hope you're enjoying the video, and I'm going to need a break after this. It's been tens of hours, or probably at 70, 80 hours total between editing, filming, going to get the stuff, searching, and coming up with all the pricing. So really quite a journey to make this video. It's only going to be about 1 hour and 45 minutes. So it may feel long, but I tried to boil it down to the best stuff with cutting out a lot of the work that went into making this possible. All right, here we go.
Well, we also have 2 binders to go through here as well. So I'm curious to see what they have in here. I haven't looked yet. Whisper Silk Cloak, off to a good start here. There's a lot of Japanese cards in this collection as well, so we'll see if I can recognize any of them here to see if they have any value. Hey, look, that's Voltaic Key in Japanese, right? Voltaic, Manifold, one of the keys. Pretty cool. Wow, yeah, like I said, lots of Japanese cards. Let me know in the comments below if anything sticks out. A lot of them look like they're just... We have uncommons, a big Japanese collection of uncommons. This might be a bit of a miss here. These look like charms. Perhaps, I don't recognize this art right away. Magic 11 core set, it looks like in Japanese. All appear to be uncommons. So this might be a bit of a miss. Hey, well, Diabolic Tutor, I know that one. Or Diabolic Intent, excuse me, right? Diabolic Intent, Diabolic Tutor. One of those. Diabolic something or other. Yeah, so largely, and now we got some more commons as well here. Oh, good thing I kept turning. Here we go. This is something here. Copperline Gorge, that's sick. Temple Gardens, we got more of the pathways. Pathway. Heck yeah. Lotus Field, Bountiful Promenade. Wow, just when I thought we weren't gonna get anywhere good, the lands are hidden in the back. Even more to go. Blooming Marsh. Look at this. There we go. That's what we needed. Nice stuff there. Dungeon Descent. More cards. Llanowar Wastes. Mother of Ruins. This looks pretty good. Time Stiv. That's a great card. Love that card. Never feel bad about playing Time Stiv. Nahiri right there in the Borderless. Oh yeah, more to go. Ruby Medallion. Sea of Clouds for the Commander dual land there. Wow, there we go. This is cool. Sauron the Dark Lord. There's some Lord of the Rings stuff in here. That's exciting to find out. The Locust God. That Putrefy, another one of those. Gorgeous. We have a Secret Layer. Is that sealed still? This must just be a promo. One Secret Layer, Legendary Planewalker Ajani. It appears it must just be a promo still in the pack. That's kind of cool. That Sauron is exciting. Maybe more Lord of the Rings is hidden in here. Let's see what else we have. Grand Arbiter, Board of the Spoil. Nice. Nissa.
Whoa, wait. How could I have missed this? Squandered resources from Visions in this incredible condition. It's light play. It might even be near mint. It goes over $100. And guess what? People are buying it. I don't understand. Look at these sales. 84, 74, 94, over $100 for some of them when you pay shipping and tax for the light play. So clearly, this is a hit. I think my evaluation at $92.50 makes a lot of sense. Let's see what's left in this binder.
Sarkhan, Fauna Shaman, that's a good card. Kodama, Omnath. Here's some good stuff hidden here. It keeps going. That's what here we go. Cool. Birthing Pod. Let's go. Bloom Tender, Double Masters. More hits coming. Wall of Roots. Wilhelt the Rock Cleaver. Yes, I want to build a Wilhelt deck. This is sick. This is the zombie commander I was going to build. Very excited to see that there. Hardened Scales, Double Masters in the borderless treatment. That's really cool to see. Sylvala, Cryptolith Right, Crop Rotation, Sylvan Safekeeping, Fauna Shaman. This is sick. All right, let's keep going. Even more. Okay. Hey, Taskia. Good for the squirrels. Vivian. What do we got? Kodama of the East Tree. More to come. Original Black Market. Doomblade. Look at that. That's from 2011. Love to see it. Neheb, Splendid Reclamation, Bear Umbra, back when that used to be a badass. Lotus Cobra. We have another promo here, FNM. Crocian Grasp. Love a DCI FNM promo. Ghoul Caller Glissa. We have all the tools here for that zombie deck to be beefed up even more. I think I'd rather Wilhelt as the commander. Chandra's Ignition, Nissa, Brotherhood's End. We still have not seen any of those great foils from that complete bundle. So either they're mixed in here somewhere or John kept them. But fingers crossed that we find some in here as well. Sage of Hours, Noxious Ghoul, Grim Hireling, great card. Runescar Demon, also great card. Oh, the hits keep coming. Here we go. Tree of Predation. Hell yeah. That's a great card. Love Tree of Predation. Very powerful. Liliana Death's Magistry. That Changeling Outcast is cool. Another Grave Titan. Biden of Thassa. We had another Emiel the Blessed. Mechanized Production. Mechanized Production wins games. It's that simple. Thieving Skydiver. I just bought more of those. I think Thieving Skydiver is underrated. That probably goes in most decks, to be honest. Oh, hell yeah. Even more. Let's go. Phelddagrif Archmage. Really cool. Karmic Justice. Pongify. All staples. Mystic Reflection. We got the Tekuthal Inquiry Dominus in the promo from March of the Machines. That's exciting to see. Phyrexian Vindicator March of the Machines. Hey, we're getting more to the March of the Machines stuff. Never know. The Phyrexian Vindicator, by the way, is just an insanely good card. I love that. Riddlesmith, Muldrifter, good stuff here. On to the next. Oh yeah, Deafening Silence in the foil. That is tight. Thalia, Heretic Thar, Grasp of Fate, Swiftfoot Boots, Chromatic Lantern, Ice-Crown Scepter, another Urza's Incubator. Heck yeah, you can never have too many of those. Skyclave Apparition in the foil, Memnite. I don't know what that one is. That's Expedition Map, I think, actually. Pretty sure Expedition Map. Crawl Space, a really good card. Love Crawl Space. Horn of Greed. Phyrexian Metamorph. John likes his artifacts. Panharmonicon. Blade of the Brood Chief, and Umbral Mantle. Is that the end? We have one more. Maskwood Nexus, last but not least, in the foil from Kaladesh. No, that's not Kaladesh. It's the Viking one. From Kaldheim. That's what it is. Started with a K. Wow. Okay, that ended up being okay. I was a little underwhelmed there. Maybe we'll get lucky here. This is the one I saw. All Japanese. I've seen the first couple pages of this one, and I just quickly looked. Looks like we have more Japanese stuff here. These all look like commons and uncommons still. Commons, uncommons. I'm hoping we get into some English language stuff in a higher rarity. This one looks almost picked through as well, or it's just more organized, so they left things blank. More commons, uncommons, Japanese, commons, uncommons. Here we go, still flipping. Oh man, it is all Japanese commons and uncommons. What a shame. I see Overrun in there, that's something, but it's not worth anything. At least I know what it is. We'll take that. Yeah, that's disappointing. I mean, to the right person, this is super cool. I'm not a fan of playing Japanese cards. One, because I don't speak it, and two, my pod doesn't speak it. So if it's a complicated card that isn't an obvious staple, you have to explain it, keep it pulled up on your phone. Maybe these lands? Any of the lands valuable here? Yeah, this binder is a miss. So the second one, totally a hit. Or the first one was totally a hit, but this one is a miss so far as I can tell. Ooh, although, is that Colony Gardens? I think so. From the art, I think I know that one. Yep. So that's all she wrote for the binders. A shame, commons and uncommons in Japanese, but this one did pretty well. Very happy about that. All right, let's keep digging.
Well, that about does it for the collection. We're ending up with an official total of $7,547.45 from a $2,300 purchase. I think that went exceptionally well. Even when you factor in the decrease that we're gonna have to take in terms of seller fees and other ways of liquidating, including discounts to LGSs or getting it in store credit, whatever it may be. We're definitely doubling our money at minimum and likely going to make about 130 to 150% on our investment here, which is amazing. Not only that, I had a great time searching through all these cards. I'm going to keep a lot of them, actually. Lake of the Dead is definitely staying with me, and I'm going to keep that super weird out of nowhere card that I think might be good in Avatar. That's $100. So Squandered Resources might be one that I'm going to be holding on to, but ultimately, I'm incredibly happy with how this went. I think it was a fun video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try and do more things like this. Honestly, most of the cards I'm going to hold on to are the weird promos, the old FNMs, and the random forests that I found that were actually DCI promos that are worth like $15, but they look like basic lands. There's a lot of really weird sort of parts of Magic history inside this collection, which I appreciated the most. I'm keeping a bunch of commons and uncommons, especially from Mirrodin. I'm going to build a mirror deck. I'm very excited about that, to have all of the great mirror artifacts and the mirrors themselves. So a lot of really random things that weren't super expensive that really stuck out to me about this. And I'm gonna play on that Boros Charm playmat as well. I think it's super cool. And the number one deck, in case you were curious, was that Lazav Deck. That was a $717 deck based off of what we scanned up in the collection. Really well done there. The cheapest deck out of all of them was the Prosh, which again, I might hold on to. We'll see how it plays. Maybe it was meant to be a sub $100 deck that might actually have been achieved there. So either way, a lot of incredible stuff as we went through them. Some cool decks to look at and play with. And I would like to do more of these adventure videos, but also we do have Spider-Man coming up. So of course we have box battles coming down the pike. Do not forget, like, subscribe, comment, ring that bell, get yourself a chance to win the Eldrazi deck. That thing is out of control. You saw the value there. Looking at the numbers here, we have an average estimated value for the Eldrazi of the hits recorded, $484 up for grabs in that deck right there. And then Urza, that one comes in around 470 of the cards I scanned. Keep in mind, nothing under $2 was scanned. Plus the beautiful case, the sleeves. It's an amazing giveaway, and it's something that I hope will get someone either jump started or back into Magic. This is an expensive hobby, but it doesn't have to be crazy expensive. Proxies are a thing, but also it never hurts to have a nice deck, and I think whoever gets this is going to enjoy it and cherish it, or maybe even piece it up and sell it for parts. I'm not naive, and maybe they can get something even better that they wanted to get for some time. Maybe sell it for a dual land. Who knows what you're going to do with it? Let me know after we give it to you, if you want to stay in touch, what you did with the deck. If you play it, did you modify it? I'm very curious to hear. For all one of you who've made it this long in the video, hey, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out some other videos. I got more stuff here and plenty more planned. But either way, that's the video. This is the end. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And don't forget to play Paper Magic with your friends. Court is adjourned.